What up? What up? Yo, this your man DJ Grady, baby, host of the Grady Taylor Show on djgradybaby.com. Make sure you guys go to djgradybaby.com. Click the subscribe button. Subscribe. Also, go to Twitch. We're on Twitch. The Grady Taylor Show on Twitch. The Grady Taylor Show on YouTube. DJ Grady Baby on IG. So make sure you guys, y'all check us out. We here, we everywhere. We doing it big. We doing it big. We doing it big, and we gonna do it big and do it big some more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. having a speech problem today. This show right here is brought to you by Dreamland Production, where they make dreams come true. Shout out to Miss Anna J. Eccles, the Cover Magazine. Thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you for all the models, artists that have been great, have graced the cover, have graced their pages of your magazine. So shout out to Dreamland Productions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, about to bring the gang in. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Shout out to Miss Shirley. Shirley, she bought the book. She had the T-shirt and she did her dance, her Grady dance. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness! That right there, Shirley. You got my heart, girl. You got my heart, girl. All right, make sure you guys, y'all, make sure you purchase the book. I will put the link up there. Let me bring my panel in, my team in, my crew in, my Thursday crew. We always crunk. But let me get the ladies a little bit of bass because they loved it when I talk like this. G. Clark, he hates when I put that deep voice on. He just mad because his voice not deep as mine. You know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, all the way from North Carolina, this sister here, man, I had so much fun talking with her yesterday. Her and her mom on the show. Not on the show. We just talking about the show. Miss LaRonda. Let me bring LaRonda to the microphone. What's up, LaRonda? How you doing?
Hey, Grady. How you doing? Hello, everybody. This is LaRonda Dale coming to you from Warsaw, North Carolina. What's up?
Yeah. From where? You want something, North Carolina?
To be up here this morning. Yeah, Warsaw. You want something? Warsaw, North Carolina, the little D.C., Duplin County. How y'all doing over there in Atlanta?
Well, we're great. We're great over here. We're just blessed to be above ground. You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to bring to my other sister because she always taking shots at me. And I just want to just say, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, my headquarter friend, singer-songbird writer. She does it all. Oh my goodness, my little sister, Be the Light. Here we go.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
How you doing?
It's all right. It's a little cloudy, but we're gonna bring that sunshine into your life, right?
That's right. That's right. Oh man, I'm just so on. How's your day been going? How was your week?
It's been good morning, sweetie. Looking beautiful as always. Love you guys. Yes, it's been pretty good. Can't complain. You got to make life what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be happy. I got to do happy things, right? How about that?
Yes. Now I don't even know who this is in the background. Hold on. I got to make the screen bigger because Grady, you introducing the wrong person. You see the name? No, I don't see the name. I have a micro screen. Oh, so today he gonna be on Chef today, ladies and gentlemen. Chef Barcanic. Chef mechanic, bartender. I'm having one of those days, y'all. One of those days. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank everybody, the whole team, the whole staff, including this young brother right here, for holding it down for me. We doing some things and a lot of things going on in the background. So I want to bring in G. Clark, and I want to give you guys a round of applause, man. I really salute you guys. You guys holding it down for the team. Matter of fact, my brother with his hat on backwards. I don't know what kind of shades on. Them ain't no stunner shades. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Welcome to the microphone, Mr. G. Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, leeches and germs, what's going on? Beautiful people, how you doing?
Good morning.
All right, my brother.
Oh man, I got an applause too. Oh man, I'm starting to feel special up in their feet.
I appreciate y'all. The whole team, y'all get an applause. Everybody except for Be the Light. Be the Light gonna get this today. That's what she gonna get.
Oh, he got his shotguns and everything. Oh Lord, okay.
You know what?
Right now.
We gonna have too much fun this morning, man. I want to welcome everybody into the show, man. Good morning, Dewan. Good morning, Tanya. Let's see. We got okay, so we commented on everything. Everybody come on in. The water is fine, man. Absolutely.
Nice.
Let me check folks on my page. I know I'm gonna be all over the place because I'm checking like 3 or 4 different pages. However, if y'all are watching this show from Grady Taylor's personal page or Garen Clark's personal page, and you want to have something like this where your comment can be highlighted during the show, please make your way over to the DJ Grady Baby Radio page on Facebook, or you can jump on the Grady Baby Radio page on YouTube.
No, the Grady Taylor Show on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's what's showing up right here, down here at the bottom. So you can type that name in at YouTube, or you can type this name in on Facebook, and that'll bring you into the feed where we can highlight your comments as we're going on. What's going on, Rob Taylor, big bro? What's going on, Doc?
Hey, he's still in Facebook jail. That's why he on YouTube.
Man, what a I almost got locked up, I think, on Instagram the other day. What's going on, Erica Rogers? Glad that you're joining with us this morning. I'm about to make my way over to my page because I got to shout out my people. Y'all just hold on. Don't go nowhere because I'm coming for you. Absolutely, man.
And also, too, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't comment, a lot of times we have so many screens, we really need to channel everybody to one page. We don't want you to feel slated or overlooked. You know, we just haven't got there. You know, please just come to the Grady Baby Radio page or YouTube and put your comments in. We can definitely display your comments. Shout out to Erica Rogers. Shout out to my brother Charles Pittman. I know he's going to be jumping on in a few minutes. I got the notification. All right, good. All right.
Shout out to my man Chris Tucker. Absolutely. What's going on,
What's up, Chris?
Absolutely.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, that's a cold dude right there, man. That's all I got to say. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Charles Pittman just checked in. Yeah.
I called it right on out.
Man, man, we got folks on time in the morning, man. It's good here.
Yeah. Man, there's just so much stuff going on, and I barely made it for the show today. But I just appreciate y'all. I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. Definitely want to try to do something for you guys, all your hard work and all your efforts you guys put in to pull this stuff off. And G Clark, you the man, dog. You the man. LaRonda, yeah, I forgot she's on delay, y'all. We got to send a pigeon over there for her.
Nah, she good. She got it straightened out. We good.
I'm shooting down everybody today, y'all.
Grady, you cannot be over the sound effects. You're gonna be giving fires, and it just ain't right.
Okay, hold on.
Don't get me started this morning, Grady.
Oh man,
get me started this morning.
On the road.
Yeah. I'll come for you.
I thought you had enough yesterday. I don't roast her so bad yesterday. I know we got to take care of our off-air business.
Absolutely. Yeah. But before we get started, man, hey, man, it was Easter Sunday last week. I hope everybody had a good Easter or Resurrection Sunday, whatever you want to call it. Hope the kids had a whole bunch of candy and y'all had to chase them for the rest of the night. But I'm going to do my Easter speech, and it go a little something like this. We love it when you look and stare, but we appreciate it when you like, comment, and share. So, you got this. If you are on your phone, you might have to back out and do a like or whatever. But yeah, this is an interactive show. We love having feedback from our listeners. We put it on display for all to see, man, because we love y'all, man. Absolutely. And if y'all got the love for us too, man, please hit that like. Please hit the love, hit a laugh. If you don't like us, put the angry face or the wow. I mean, do something. Just let us know that you're here. Shout out to Miss Yvette. We got Vincent and Miss Elaine Parker checking in. Yo, thank y'all for joining in. We got a great show today. Today we are discussing parenting and the reality versus the expectations. Because let's just be real. Some of us, a lot of us are veering away from the parenting techniques that I guess our parents and our elders used to go to. Sometimes some people call us a little soft, man. So we want to know what y'all think about the parenting situations. Let's compare and contrast, man. Like I know for one thing, the whooping is becoming extinct. It's becoming a lost art.
Yeah, you remember the kids that grew up back in the 80s and 70s. They grew up now. They lawmakers and stuff. So they didn't want, they still have PTSD from all them whoopings they got. So they say they changed the law where the parents cannot whoop the kids. So it is what it is. I think the belt, I won't say extension cord, but the belt needs to be redisplayed. Because we see a lot of stuff that's happening. Just like little simple stuff. You see the kids, how they act in public, how they talk to the parents and stuff like that. And I had to remind my daughter, my wife, she tried to raise my daughter with the non-discipline thing. And I say, look, your dad is still hood now. I grew up, you're going to mess around and get one of Janie Mae's spankings. She said, what's that? I said, whoop with anything, get my hand on. So with the girls, all daddies have to do is talk to the girls. Little boys, you got to pick them up and shake them up.
Well, we done came out the gate. Listeners, if you are listening and you got something that you want to say, what do y'all think about whoopings? Should whoopings be reinstated? Because I done seen more tantrums. I've seen more tantrums in a week than what I would do when I was like in my whole childhood. You dig what I'm saying? Like, boy, like every now and then you see that one kid in one of them box stores that don't pay us to advertise them right now. But you see a kid just, no, Timmy, you can't have that Reese's cup. And they just,
Okay. Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Let's reenact that. I'm Timmy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Daddy, can I have a Reese's cup, Daddy?
Nah, Timmy, you ain't even eat your best.
I want the cup. I want the Reese's cup now.
No, Timmy, you can't have it, Timmy.
I'm gonna get a Reese's cup. I don't care what you say, Dad. Okay,
Timmy,
you're not gonna do nothing to me. Okay, I'm gonna take the Reese's cup and I'm gonna get this soda and I'm gonna drink it. Okay.
Timmy, put it.
You're not the boss of me. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen that happen a lot of times. That don't bother y'all when y'all see folk, doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it really do. I know when I used to go to what was that like? We won't mention the store like you said because we're not getting paid for it.
Yeah, they
but
ain't
you
paying.
be looking at some of them kids, they be just so rude. They just be like 3. They be little, stumping their feet to like, no, you shut up, you stupid. And I want it, and they just getting it in, and I'm looking like, child, if you was one of mine. I'm just saying.
Hold on. So y'all tell me, was I wrong? Now this happened maybe 20, about 15, no, about 20 years ago. About 20 years ago. Me and my buddy, we was down in Florida one day. He had his son. No, he didn't believe in whooping his son. So we walking in the store. His son was just picking up stuff, throwing it off the floor. He picked up a glass, and threw it on the floor. It broke. He looked at his son and kept walking. Now, mind you, he's in front of the son in between me and him. And I don't know what the old school in me, I popped on the behind, like, "Pa, don't do that." What's that wrong?
You better be careful. You can't just be running up and hitting some kid nowadays. Now.
No, but
now you said it was your friend.
I'm like
your friend's
I'm like,
kid.
yeah, I'm like an uncle. Yeah.
Okay. So that might be a little okay. Because if it's some stranger, I'd be like, you might not want to do that.
My oldest, both our sons are the same age. So, and I used to babysit, have both of them. So, I just, Pop, I ain't hit them hard enough. I said, stop it. That was it.
Let me get on these comments.
You wasn't wrong.
Before we give judgment. Let's see. Rob said, I say, get that butt. One good time. That's all it takes. Just one good one. Erica Rogers says, spank that ass. I'm just saying, let's see what we got going on the personal page. Shout out to anybody watching it on the personal page. G. Clark or Grady Taylor. We trying to get to you. That's why my head is going. I got one screen here, one phone here. So I'm trying to get to you. Yvette said, good morning. She said hello to everybody on the team. She said, back then, I got a whooping from a family. Like, that's what I'm saying. When anybody was liable to give them hands or them lashes, but I'm saying.
Hold on, let me go ahead. Hold on, pause where y'all hold that thought right there, G Card. I'm gonna go back on Rob. I remember Rob had took some shoes, hanging out with the wrong crowd. They kind of reeled him up, took some shoes. Man, mom whooped him, dad whooped him, auntie found out, she came over and whooped him. The whole family came and whooped him. I remember one day I was in school, right? This is how I got the name Grady. I used to go in the coat room. You know, you people put their coats in there and their lunch boxes up under the coat. I used to go in people's lunch boxes and take their food and eat especially their snacks and stuff. So word got out that I did. I got caught. Okay, well, I got caught, and so they called my mom up there. My mom came up there and whipped me, but the whipping was from my dad. Boy, my dad said, you want to whip in front of the classroom or you want in the bathroom? I said in the bathroom, and my classmates said that's all they heard. Come on.
Yeah, one of them old school parents.
That's what I was saying.
It's spanking.
Yeah, my mama didn't play that. She always used to threaten come up in my classroom and knock me out. I was like, I'll pass.
And see, them old school whipping, daddy didn't whip no clothes. He didn't whip no clothes. Yeah, he skin. Drop him.
Man, I'm just saying, like this backdrop that ain't covering nothing behind me. Y'all remember the teacher used to have that little white the white paper that man. The whoopings would go on in front of the class behind that board. Like, they can't see you winding back with the belt and boom. I mean, like, bruh, like, whoa, man. Yeah, like these kids don't know. And then these grandparents be acting like they got amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My mama sit here like, I ain't beat you. I'm like, no, you ain't beat me. You ain't beat me. I be want to tell everybody. She used to tear me up. I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Is it Shalon? Miss Banks said, does the non-spanking timeout method really work? No. And I want this to be open because I know, like, you know what I'm saying? I've moved to a place where earlier in the rearing days, you know, I went on the premise of, if you're going to be the clown, I'm gonna be the ringleader. I run this circus. You understand what I'm saying? So you act the fool in public. I'm gonna act the fool right with you, and then we're gonna get to it when we get home. But nowadays, I'm like, that ain't their approach. So I can do time out now, but they have the fear that like man, he could bust out anytime.
He to the seat, brain thought to the mind. Run the
absolutely.
I know the two ladies that have older children. Did you guys? We're gonna start with LaRonda. Did you spank your kids?
Yes, I spank my kids. I come from yes, I spank my kids. We come from that era where you spank the paws in your children. You know what that is?
Yep. And my dad used to hit me in the chest like that.
Yes.
Okay.
How you take that deep breath? What about you, Be the Light?
Yes. I mean, I did, but I did have a special need child, so I feel you shouldn't hit a child that don't understand why they're being punished. So you should always talk first, and then after that was your one warning. You know what I'm saying? My mother, she didn't warn you, just knocked you the hell out. Yeah. But with my special need child, I had to be repetitious. And then when it was something dangerous, like when she was touching the stove when she was younger and she didn't comprehend because of her mental retardation, I mean, I didn't let her burn herself, but she thought she was hot. I said, hot. And she was like, okay, well, she may not understand the words that came out of my mouth, but she knew how to touch that damn stove.
Okay, let me ask you this question here. See, heat to the seat, brain thought to the mind. Has she burned herself again?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, then. That's why I whoop that ass first. Then it's
for her not to understand, I have to make sure she understands.
Dr. King about to come in.
Yes.
But she learned. I want to say this, Erica Rogers. I don't think Erica Rogers, I've been on Erica since we was teenagers. I don't think she ever got a whooping. She's spoiled. I think she still need one right now. Right? Dante Wilder said, today, this day. But yeah,
but you see, she is an advocate. Yvette, I'm sorry. I said Yvette. I'm sorry. Yvette said, why people say my name wrong? It's Yvette, not Yvette. And I get that because my name is Garen. I hate it when they call me Jaren. So I apologize about that, Miss Yvette. She said, Grady, you were too funny.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Charles said, yes, it should be reinstated. Look at school now. Shouldn't have never taken it out of school, in my opinion. White parents didn't want no black teachers to whoop their child. That might have been it. Oh, that might have been it. That might have been it. Everybody that was like, and you know what? Teachers would come with their own weapons. Some teachers would have a belt. Other teachers have a paddle. Some teachers would have a ruler. I had one teacher. She would, man, if you got out of your seat and you ain't raise your hand, she would pinch your behind all the way back into your seat.
Yeah, hit them knuckles. Hit them knuckles. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man.
Mr. Lawson, oh my goodness. He would make her put our pants leg up and he'll get that yardstick and hit our calves with him.
Hey,
and Coach Warren had a paddle boat. He'll make you face the wall. He'd say face the wall. Everybody knew what face the wall means. So especially for a male facing the wall and he hit your behind, your inside gonna hit the wall. So you getting two whippings.
He try to y'all doing some kind of sorority or some kind of thing to get into one of those.
No, that was discipline.
What they call them? When you be joining them sororities, what they call them?
This is paddle.
I'm gonna tell the truth. These kids be like terrorists.
Hazing, yeah.
They are.
It is not hazing. These kids are terrorists.
Yeah, they curse. I seen one kid hit their mom. I want to close
I think he took it a little bit too far. Because nowadays, he be hurt. Them parents will come up there and do a 1-2 on him.
No, I got a bone to pick with my with Charles Pittman. Charles Pittman, out of my entire life, I never saw you get a whipping. You never got a whipping, Charles. I'm jealous. I'm mad. Charles never got a whipping. Robert Taylor, tell Charles we never seen Charles might got fussed at, but he never get a whipping. Charles, next time I see you, I'm gonna whoop your ass just because you ain't got one.
Whatever, Grady. Oh, I'm just saying, man. Anybody ever got pinched so hard? Anybody ever got pinched so hard that you were itching somewhere else on your body? I'm telling you, man. Like
what kind of hit is that?
No, I said a pinch. Somebody pinching you so hard that you, like, they'll pinch you here, but you start itching like God darn, you done tapped into the nervous system.
You pinch your nerve.
What?
Yes.
I'm telling
trying
you,
to figure out where this pain coming from.
Hold on. Let me ask the listeners. Listeners, I need y'all to chime in on this rat now. I mean RAT rat now. The elementary school, can you remember any of your teachers? I bet you remember every teacher that even if they didn't beat you, but the teacher that would, I bet you remember their name. I remember Miss Underset, I remember Miss Williams, and I remember Miss Gill. Yep, all three of them.
You remember them?
I remember the worst whooping I got was from Miss Church.
Mm-hmm. What's your Rhonda? What's your other teachers? Come on,
Rhonda. You got. I know all your teachers.
Miss Raven will pull your hand back like this and pop it with a ruler. I mean, she pulled it back like that. Miss Raven.
Okay, Felicia, what teacher you remember? Come on.
My mother worked in the school system, so I ain't trying nothing. She worked in my school. I would get an actual butt whoop.
She's an angel. She doesn't do nothing wrong until you turn your head.
Didn't say that. Because you have those teachers. I used to have a boy in the classroom calling my name, knowing my mama worked in the kitchen. And the teacher hear him call, Felicia. As soon as I say, what? Oh, Miss Gardner, I know you're not talking. And I'm sitting up there going, really? So you didn't hear that boy up there calling me. So I just couldn't do it. I was just one of those kids in school. They felt bad for me. Yeah, my mom would come up and beat me from the class. So.
I beg to differ. Because my aunt worked in the school, and them teachers still got my tail. Then they went around the corner and told my aunt. So
really?
I got it twice.
No, I mean they didn't hit me. They would go tell my mama. And she would come up. She told them if she act up, let me know, and she will go and take a break from serving the kids and come whoop my ass. Oh, excuse me, I don't know if I can say that word. Yeah.
Oh well, see, I mean, but that's what it is. That's what it is. You got your head whooped. Grady, Grady,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you share the teacher name that whooped your ass? I bet everybody remember the teacher that got him or could get him.
The one teacher, they had to pull her off of me.
Ooh,
Miss Church, second
Mhm.
grade, C.W. Hill Elementary School.
dang.
Right after lunch, we had just returned for lunch, and she said, "Class, put your heads on the table while I go wash my hands." She came in there with a McDonald's bag, set the bag on the table, put her food out on the napkin, and she went to go wash her hands while we had all the heads on the table. My classmate, I'm gonna call her name, Cecilia Thomas. She said, "Grady, I bet you won't go eat the teacher hamburger, bite the teacher hamburger." I said, "Well, I'd do it if you go get one of her fries." So Cecilia went and got the fry, ate the fry. So the class is like, "Ooh." So I took myself up there. I went in, picked the hamburger up, took a bite out the hamburger, walked myself back to the thing. So teacher came back in class, turn your pages to 32. I forgot what book it was. Then she gave us instructions what to do, this and that. So she walked herself back over there. Now she was an older lady. She probably had been like 50 or 60 at the time. And she walked back and looked at her settings and just paused. And she said, "Who ate off my hamburger?" The whole class in unison said, "Grady." Yes. And she grabbed that yardstick. She grabbed that yardstick and went to wailing on me. She wouldn't stop. So the PE teacher had to come and pull her off me. So after she whooped me, she made me stand up under this little spotlight with my hands up in the air. The whole 3 hours, my hand up in the air. That's torture. You stand there, your hand up, man. Man, I got to high school. The kids were still talking about that whipping. That's how bad that whipping was. Miss Church.
What did your mama say? I'm curious.
I can't remember because she probably knocked me out when I came home. But I don't remember the rest of that day after I got home. I'm gonna tell you that. Because you know how
you was a daredevil.
Okay, you should have took a fry. She probably would have noticed a fry missing. You should say, "Nah, I ain't messing with Amber. I'm gonna get a fry like you."
Okay, so let's get back to these comments. Miss Banks said, "Mine had the fear of mom." I'm telling you, fear mom, fear God. There it is. Erica Rogers said lies. I think we talked a little bit long. I don't know what the lies dealt with.
I said she didn't get a whooping, so she said that lies.
So she talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Miss Yvette said, since kindergarten school, the teacher would try to give me a whooping, and she asked me to pretend that I got one. Oh, you was a teacher's pet, but she had to threaten you. She said, "I remember most of my teachers, not all of them. My teacher told me to put my hands out, and she hit me with a ruler, and it hurt." Yep, sure enough. She said, "Poke Rayleigh Taylor. What's going on, Timothy? Checking in." Charles said, "Gee, that's it, brother. I'm trying to say, man. I'm telling you, man. These grandparents be having amnesia too. I wish I could run into one of my teachers and tell them, be like, 'Hey, yeah, you used to beat me.' They probably be like, 'Yeah, I did.'"
I probably tell them thank you.
Look, Rob said, "Big bro said then." That's right. Charles said, "Never. I guess he never did get his behind whipping." Charles knew. Hey,
he never got a whipping.
Hey, you know what though? My youngest boy, Aiden, he surprised me because he was sitting there because the two older boys always were getting it. And he came up and he told me, he said, "Sorry, somebody's at my ring though. They better go on." But he was like, "Man, Pops," he said, "I don't get it." He said, "I ain't never gonna get no whooping from you." I looked at him, I said, "Boy, don't talk like that. Don't talk like that." And he was like, "Nah, I ain't." He said, "Cause I understand." He said, "When I know when you ain't playing, I'ma shut up."
He's the smart one. He must be the smart one in the family. Learn from other folks' mistakes.
I was like, "Bro, you might be right on that, man." And you know the whole when kids come to that kind of enlightenment, you don't want to laugh at them because you don't want to let them know that they own to something. But I couldn't even help it. Sandra Altman said, "Tell them the reason why you reinforce your reason and why they're receiving a spanking." Yeah, absolutely. There should be no unaccounted for spankings. You just beating them.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. That's my mama. Mama, you didn't explain nothing to me. You didn't explain nothing to me. You was explaining while you were whooping my tail. You was explaining why you were whooping my tail. You didn't explain and then spank. You were talking while you were spanking. Mama, come on. Mama, come on.
Now, in some kind of defense for mamas all across the world, some of us knew we were getting that spanking.
You
Y'all
knew
remember
I.
the
You knew I.
anxiety of you did something at school, and then you got to come home and wait for your parents to get off of work, and then they come in. See, my mama used to play mind games. She come in, she still cook dinner. She come in, she turn her stories on that she record because she record Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, and As the World Turns during the day while she was at work. She had that plan.
Yes.
She would do all that. So after all this, you think you safe. You think you safe. You done ate a good meal, and then out of nowhere, you knew when the whipping was coming.
You hear that belt?
Let's not fake the point, ladies and gentlemen, please.
You brought back some childhood memories. You brought back some real good childhood memories. You know how when you got them F's on your report card, and on the way walking home, everybody like, "Oh, I got A's," and you looking like, And then you get home, and my mother, she did one of those things. She said, "Where's your report card?" So because she worked in the school, so she knew when they got it, so I couldn't lie. So she looked at it, didn't even say nothing to me, and I'm going, okay. I was thinking I'm gonna get it right away. She done cooked dinner like you said. I done ate dinner. She done watched her stories and everything. Took the bath. That's
She had to get her
worse.
strength together.
After you take your bath, you nice and moisturize.
The skin
And
is.
I went all in the bed. I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's, she ain't gonna, hit me or whatever. I went and laid down, put my head on the pillow, and then strike lightning grease or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I gotta
want to
catch
say
up
this.
with these
Hold
comments.
on, G Clark. Before you do, LaRonda, I would like to say it was a pleasure talking to your mom yesterday. We had so much fun. Mom, can you please tell us in the comments what did you do? What did Rhonda do to make you towel in her? Towel.
Okay.
Get her some loose skin. Mama, tell it, Mama.
All right, so back to the comments as we wait for that response. Miss Banks said, being in Inman Middle and Grady High School showed me how white kids get away with murder and just get scolded.
Oh, we went to Grady High School together? Oh, my alumni, my classmate, Miss Banks.
Okay. Miss Altman said, we got a little feedback on your end, Grady. Miss Moore, Miss Keenan, Miss Peasall. Those were her attackers. We got Miss Banks said Miss Stokes. I'm telling you, the only other teacher from elementary school I remember was Mr. Hayes, because Mr. Hayes was like a Bill Cosby father figure. So that was it. Charles Pittman said, I got enough whippings to know that I didn't want no more. My mom could look at me wrong with her eyes changing colors. Was scared of you know what out of me. And I just sit down quick. I'm just saying. My dad would be in the choir stand. Wow. Give it up to Jesus. And we be back there playing. We be in the back row of the church hiding because we knew it was so many tall folks over us. And my dad would stop in mid-rock and be like, the music still going, the choir is going. My dad would do this from the choir stand.
Charles?
And for some reason, I'm in the Game Boy, we talking and laughing, and I know his eyes was on me. And we do this, and we put the game, we know he can't see the Game Boy, but we hide the Game Boy, and then we pick up the Bible, and boy, my dad had that look, man.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you.
I think every kid that went to church, Charles can verify this, Robert can verify this, mom and dad being in the choir stand singing and stuff. We be back there flirting with the girls, trying to whisper in their ear. We out the corner of our eye, we look, and the mom knows they stop rocking. They just standing there. We already know it's a whipping coming. It's coming.
We try to transition,
but
I think we started out with the wrong. We started out with the wrong topic. We try to transition. We can't get over the whoopings, Jesus.
Okay. I know. I want to ask y'all a question. Can I ask you a question? So, ones that are married or in relationships, when you were disciplining your children, was there ever a conflict where your wife didn't want to spank the kids? Like they were saying, like, don't spank them. Yeah. Because that's what I would do that if I felt he was doing a little bit too much for, like I'd be like, wow, that's a little over. I don't think you don't need to do that. Like, You
Yeah.
know what I'm going at? Because
My
fathers on y'all get the
my wife
kicking the
now,
thunder.
I'm going through that right now. Be the like my wife, she don't want me to discipline her. My daughter, she really didn't discipline her. My daughter, she only spanked my daughter one time. Now I remember her son and me as a step parent coming in. I was kind of like, okay, let me survey the situation. But this one instance, I was talking with him last year about this. I said, you remember that time you cursed at me and threw your cell phone at me? I chased that dude right past his bus stop. He ran all the way to school because he thought I was still behind him. And so and
Well, you better. Okay.
so I'm waiting. We're in Texas. I ain't gonna lie, because Vanessa was asleep that morning because he had to get up at 7 o'clock. So he was up at 6 o'clock getting ready for school. So he's slamming the doors and stuff. I'm like, hey man, hey, can you stop slamming the door? Your sister trying to sleep. Bam, slam the door again. Like, okay, I'm gonna let him slide. He in the cabin, in the kitchen, cabin, the door slam. So when he was leaving out the door, he slammed the door. I said, hey man, I said, did I tell you stop slamming the door? He said, F you, and threw the cell phone, and the cell phone just grazed my pants leg. Now, mind you, I left the door open to the house. I chased him clean across the field. Now we on a military installation. So we run past the field, run past the bus. I'm right behind them. By the time I got to the main road, you have to run before you get to the main road. So by the time I got to the main road, I said, oh, I left the door open. Vanessa in there. I said, I'm going to get you when you come back. So later on that day, he did not come into the house until Jolene came home. And Jolene came in the house first. I'm like, where your son at?
Wow.
She's like, no, he's sorry. Because, hey, I was in there getting ready. Because it wasn't no belt action. It was paw action. I was going on Paw Patrol.
All I'm saying is, and I think that's a good place to segue, because now we probably need to talk about what would lead up. We apologize. We know we want to talk about the reality versus the expectations, but I think we need to segue and stay on the ass with us for a second.
Your moonwalk.
I think there's some gold. I think there's some gold in these stories. What ass whooping, people, our listeners, what whooping did you know that you deserve? If you feel like sharing, because I know we will. Let's see. Miss Banks said we had real corporal punishment in school. The anxiety of getting a spanking out of sleep because the school called the wrong parent. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. And I'm telling you, when caller ID came in, it was like there was double anxiety, because before caller ID and the phone would ring when you get home, and you remember you probably got to answer it before they did, for your parents to
break your neck to get to the phone.
Boy, yeah. When you only had one phone in the house, hello. Oh no, you got the wrong number. Who that is, G?
Who that is?
I don't know. Click.
Mr. Clark, I'm gonna call back. I'm just saying.
See, G. Clark, you're too young to remember when the teacher showed up at your house. Isn't that right, Loranda?
Hey, my homegirl Dash said, "Good ass whippings are."
Lola, she said, "I don't know."
You don't know. Well, I think I must have been that bad. The teacher came to my house one time. No, we need to talk about your son.
My homegirl Dash said, "Good ass whoopings are essential for growth." What'd you say, Rhonda?
She said, read what her mother said.
Oh, okay.
I said, read what my mother said, because I wasn't bad. She said,
okay, so
I was not bad.
We're gonna get down there. She said, "You're truly right, because you belong to me, but other children didn't." Rob was just laughing. My homegirl Dad said, "Ass whippers are essential for growth." I love that.
I like that.
Charles said, "Yes, my boys is my mama's boys. Hell, I'm still going off, and they're 30 and 21. I want their ass out." Rob said, "I bet that was funny as hell seeing Grady run after that boy." I'm trying to tell you. Grady said he ran him past the bus stop. That could have been like 2 steps. Like, you had that boy so scared he didn't look back and he didn't know he was behind him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was
Miss Banks said, "Right, punch him in the chest quickly. 27, 28, 21. I'm telling you, man. Wow. When you breathe and you sound like a straw that you pulling out of a cup.
We know we got mostly black folks up here answering.
Robert got punched in the chest.
Got
Robert
punched.
was going upstairs. He was doing something. Daddy told Robert, "You go out there and clean your room," because my sister always got us whoopings. Even if we did something that she didn't like, my daddy, Robert and Grady messing with me. But this time, she said Robert did something to her. So Robert was mad, like, Dad, I ain't even do nothing to him. Go to your room. So Robert just turned around and did the Incredible Hulk to Dad, and Dad punched him in the chest. Boom. All we heard was
that part
Like
right there.
Scooby-Doo.
That whole part right there.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man. Like,
Incredible Hulk. I said, I know not to do that to Dad.
You went from Incredible Hulk to Scooby-Doo. That real
ladies and gentlemen, we are asking you to share the time that you earned your ass whooping. I got one. I got a good one. I'm just waiting for these stories to start popping up. Miss Altman said she was not bad too much, but when it was time, she got it. And I know one time her and her brother were acting out, so they doing. I heard them doing until they did. Oh, she said they were acting out, so she had them keep acting out till their dad came home.
He laid down the thunder.
But listen, wait a minute. Mind you, she had us acting like this when we got from school at 3:00. My daddy didn't come home till 7:30, 8:00. So we had to do the same thing we was doing to get in trouble till 8:00.
So he can see.
I'm getting ready to show you what I was doing. This is what my daddy came home to. My daddy came home to this. I had 2 ponytails, right? I had 2 ponytails. My daddy came home to this. I was cutting up like that for until 8:00. And my brother was making his ears big like this. He was like this, making his ears big, trying to make me laugh. And my mama said, y'all keep doing that. Your daddy come home at 8:00. And when my dad got home, he was like, what in the world is going on?
So you had sore ears. He had sore ears and your head hurt.
Did you get the whipping though?
Did you get the whipping though? Did you get the whipping though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm whoops the dimestress, whatever. Whoops the dimestress. I'm gonna look into your life and tell you exactly why you got that ass whooping. See, your mama knew that you had good sense, and so when she came home and you was, she's like, "What in the hell done got into you?" My granny used to say, "What's in you? What's in you? Boy, what's in you? What's in you?" And I'm like, I don't know. And then the switch would come right after it. See, that's what it was. That's what it was. That I'm Whoopstradamus today. Let's see. Charles Pittman said, I told her,
that's what you are, whoopologist.
She's gonna cripple them. I told her, do you like the man I became? Not in and out of jail, no drugs. She said, yes. So I said, let me deal with the boys. And I do the same thing in my house because I don't touch my daughter at all. That's mama business. If she need a whooping, I will say, hey, you need to get up. You need to go in and take care of that. But I don't whoop my daughter. However, the boys, man, I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Because I mean, not only we got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, like our own community. Because I mean, let's just be real. Our own community can take us out, but we got to worry about some of them folks in badges and them uniforms as well. Yeah. So, I need you to know, like, okay, it's cool to be you, it's cool to do you, but know when to turn it off. Otherwise, there's a lot of things worse than this ass whooping that could come to you.
I want to say this too. It also teaches respect for authority. The parents are the first teachers of the children. The children learn from the parents. So if you let your kids slide on a lot of stuff, they're gonna go on things society is supposed to let them slide. And my daughter, I spanked her one time. And it just was a tap, you know what I mean? Oh, that just broke her heart. I never had to spank her again. Now, with girls, all they got to act like I'm just disappointed. Dad, give me a hug. Dad, okay, Dad. Girls are different.
That's true. Because I know with my son, that's when I knew I had to turn it over to their pops. Because one time he did something, he had knocked something over and broke it after I had told him to stop swinging his bat. Like he just thought he was just, I don't know, maybe he was one of those baseball players or something. And I kept telling him, sit down, stop swinging that bat in the house. He went and knocked over a lamp, broke it. So, you know, that definitely is ass whipping. So I'm up here hitting him with the belt. He was in middle school. He started laughing at me. So I said, okay, I got to laugh for you, behind. When his father came home, he wasn't laughing no more.
Man,
that's what I do. I had to turn that over to him because I guess no matter how hard I hit him, he was looking like whatever.
Oh wow, Robert gonna remember this. He's gonna co-sign on this.
Comment real quick. Read his comment before you do that. Read his comment.
Hold on. You gonna read that? I can't even see it.
Okay, never mind. I'll do it.
Hold on, never mind. Hold on.
I average 2.5 ass whoopings a day.
So check this out. One day, me and Robert was in the back of the house. We was in our bedroom in the back of the house. So mom was there. She was on the phone talking to somebody. I said, well, I'm finna try. I said, Rob, I'm finna go snatch mom off the bed. So he said, what the hell? He said, Robert said, don't do it. So mom was on the phone talking. So I go in the bedroom, grab mom by her ankles, and try to yank her to the end of the bed. But I couldn't do it. So I tried to turn around and run. My mom took the phone and threw the phone and hit me in the back. Whatever she got her hand on. Mom had.
That's why you have no hair.
Her accuracy is pinpoint.
That's why you got no hair.
Yeah, that's why I got no hair.
All right. So Frida said, my grandma with me. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. And good morning to Cole Orton as well. We're gonna get to your comment in a quick second. Frida said, my grandma whipped me in the bathtub, so I couldn't run because I didn't tell her my cousin set a fire in the backyard. I stumped out the fire and went in the house like nothing happened. She was watching us out the window. Man, that tub beating was the worst.
Yes.
Yes.
I can relate. I had one extension cord.
You know, I think my mama saved that one as the cheat code, because I remember I got a bath whooping once, and I kind of straightened up for I straightened up for a while after that. Cole Orton said, oh man, he's over there in the UK. Is that the Britain flag there? Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
Shout out to the Twitch family. Good morning. He said, surprise, America still allows you to spank your children. Any physical discipline here in the UK is classed as child abuse. You get arrested, kids taken off of you, etc. You know, and I mean that is a point. We've come to a point in time where they want you to control your kids, but
don't touch
kids. I mean, kids by nature come on, man. Kids by nature are not meant to be controlled. Like when you have a toddler, as soon as he can figure out, okay, I can get on hands and knees and move, unless you put parameters that physically stop that child will go anywhere. There was a story back around Christmas where there was a kid that walked out of the front door 3:00 in the morning, walked all the way to a Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't put these boundaries up, and sometimes they got to be physical boundaries. But now they don't want that thing, and I agree in certain instances because I mean, I would say you have a nice percentage of parents that are responsible. They're not abusing their child, but they have to give them something that say, hey, all right, stop. As opposed to you got something that goes way overboard. And for those people, yeah, absolutely not. But I mean, sometimes, man, words just, I mean, they just don't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just want to give a round of applause to the parents out there who are still whipping that.
We didn't say abuse. We just say whoop. See this?
Right. It's different from whipping and abuse.
Okay, what's the difference?
You know, where you're just hitting the child or beating them up for no reason, just because you're like, you know, out of anger with someone else or just anything. You know, like they always have the alcoholic dad who come home and start whipping on everybody,
like
pushing the child down the stairs for no reason,
like penny on good time.
Right? Because I think it's abuse because especially there's multiple people in the house, and if they can hit a whooping and they know that the kid probably deserved it, and then they're like, wait a minute, like, okay, like that's enough. Okay, that's abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
If you're going
like
overboard, yeah.
right. And you should know what's overboard.
Absolutely.
I always gave them a number of how many times I was gonna pop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the only thing that could make that number go like, hey, you either take it or that's gonna add more. What you want to do? So if it's 10 and for 3 of them you moved, okay, now you got 13. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, be accountable, take it, and that's it.
Ooh.
And no. I mean, because like if I say 10, that means, I mean, I'm not swinging for the fences on 10. However, like there's a beginning, there's an end. You made your mistake. You had your beginning. You had your end. So we're just gonna give you your ration for your moment of whatever that was. That was for me, you know. But you know, it's different for other folk.
Yeah, I just want to know where was just name a strange place where you got your whipping. For me, church, Sunday school, right in the middle of Sunday school class. Me and Robert fighting because we trying to swat in front of a girl in Sunday school. Robert hit me in my nose. My nose started bleeding. Mama came down and whipped me. Then Dad came down and whipped me right in front of the Sunday school class. I'm just glad Dad didn't ask me to pull our pants down to whip her butt because he normally that's what he do. But where y'all got strange places?
Well, while we're thinking of that, let me because I'm trying to catch you with these comments, y'all. Miss Altman said, "You guys are good dads. We as parents must prepare our children for the world outside of our home, especially our boys. Because I'm tired of seeing and I can't even call out these popular instances where black men have been killed either from our own or either from the police, because a lot of times they didn't get what they deserved in that instance. But you know, for the ones that have been wild, because there's been instances where special needs people, especially in Florida, have been killed by the police because they weren't able to calm down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of seeing it. I'm personally tired of seeing it. And if you're telling me I can't discipline my kid, man, like, you're gonna have to give me something that works, because it don't work for everybody. It don't.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's true. I feel that if you don't discipline your child and teach them to obey rules and laws and stuff, streets gonna take them one way or another. You know. So if we don't, then they do, and ours is going to be way better than the streets, because it's going to be in jail or dead. That's the options.
Right. And I think it's different dynamics as well, especially dealing back with Mr. Orton. You know what he was saying over in the UK. I'm quite sure crime and all of that good stuff is there. However,
oh no, they got caning. They got public beatings over there.
Well but I think the dynamics is a lot different. The black neighborhood there compared to the black neighborhood here, like. You know, I don't. Maybe that dynamic is there, and we just don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? But it may be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit different. Rob said, "I got it one good time in the bathtub." Jesus, I'm telling you, that bathtub was like, okay, I have to. It is what it is. Erica Rogers said, "My mom hit me with anything that she could get her hands on." So when Grady Taylor said, "I never got whippings," that ain't true at all. Erica feels that, Grady. You need to stop lying on my home girl. Miss Yvette said, "UK is my hometown." Let me see, anybody on this page? Nope. Miss Banks said, "Kids now are built like kids. They're not Ford tough like we were." Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
Somewhere here in my spirit, like a rock, I was strong as I can be. Like a rock. Let's see. Rob said, we got feedback on your end, Grady. Rob said, abuse is when I was gonna do the shit the first 2 times. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Ms. Banks said you have to consider the rate of adolescence delinquency and the young adult crime when questioning if sparing the rod works. Me too. I mean, and we also have to consider the actual amount of force, because my daughter, just like Grady, man, I could lightly like there was one time I had to line up all kids because nobody would tell me what happened. I said everybody gonna get a spanking, and so I made them turn around, and then I grabbed her and I like did I did this, and she hollered like I was trying to kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that, but then with the other hand, I hit my leg to make it sound like because I knew she didn't do it. But you know, I mean, my daughter, that's just the relationship we have. If I'm disappointed in her, all bets are off, man. Like she get right. I don't have to do that. The boys, however, Jesus. But it all stopped for me. It stopped around about 9 to 10 with the boys. Like yo, if I can't talk to you, man, like bruh, like we try something different. So I've transitioned. Anybody else?
I mean, I only thing I remember that I didn't like, it wasn't exactly a butt whoop, but when we was little and we would visit from New York down in Alabama with my grandmother on the porch and any of my younger siblings, it's like my brother was always jumping around and not listening, and my grandma had those big elephant leaves, you know, them big old giant elephant plants or whatever. But he jumping, so my grandma didn't want us to tear it up, you know. So she said, sit your butt down on the porch. So I'm telling my brother, stop, sit down, sit down. And then he done went and I don't know what he was trying to do, Superman jump or something, and ripped one of the leaves. My grandmother happened to come out and see it, and she started popping me, talking about why he ain't sit down. I'm looking like, I don't know, like, it can't. I told him stop. I was just like, really?
Oh, I mean,
hit somebody else's.
And that's the thing, when you got a sibling that's willing to warn you, hey, you are approaching ass whooping territory. I'm saying, like, that should be enough. And I mean, that's the thing. Mr. Orton said, think the main reason it's banned here is because apparently it affects children mentally. The children should grow up loving their parents and not fearing them. I was spanked as a kid, but I turned out great, better for it. So I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think, like, I mean, if there was ever anything that I disliked about my mother or my father, it wasn't the fact that they spanked me. Because I mean, let's be real. I mean, teaching your kid right or wrong, especially when the wrong move. We grew up. I'm an '80s baby, so outside of my door, we had drug dealers, we had gangs, we had. I mean, the whole thing with Wayne Williams and Wayne Williams wasn't even doing it. I mean, according to the evidence, there was so much going on that like your child had to be
very this baby like you live. You ain't live long enough. Go ahead, keep talking.
Shut up, Methuselah. But all I'm saying is that we had so many dynamics. It was not safe. You know what I'm saying? Going outside the door. However, they still believe in let us going outside. We still experience stuff, but your child had to be like zeroed in on being focused. Like you just can't go and do the stuff that you see. For instance, maybe a Caucasian kid doing. You can't just up and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been men that's been killed holding hairbrushes. You can't just go flailing your arms and the police is there. Like we had to have it discipline instilled in us a whole lot more, and I still think it's needed.
I think G. Clark, discipline is needed. Orton, it's not about fear. You know that old saying, we haven't mentioned today. You hear grandma say, "I only whoop you because I love you." And that was told to us as kids. They whooped us because they loved us. So we were thinking pain is love. That's a mind trip right there.
To a degree.
G. Clark out in the 7th. LaRonda can speak. G. Clark, you're a baby, right? You're an 80s baby, so it was different when we was coming up. LaRonda, were you told that too? And Be the Light? Were you told that? Because we love you.
Yes.
And I kind of get what they was coming from, because if they didn't, you know what I'm saying, and you go out there and they didn't teach you, like your boundaries. So if your parents taught you, and I mean verbally, you try to tell your kids, but then they don't listen, then you discipline them by giving them a spanking. We didn't say abuse them, just give them a spanking. So then that you would know that this is not the way I should grow up or act like. So when you get out in the public, So now with our kids, especially our young boys, we got to tell them how to act when they get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go be rude, disrespectful, keep your hands on the steering wheel,
Mm-hmm.
don't move. It's just like a certain way that we have to conduct that too, because we kind of say their lives. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then,
Yeah. Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
there's
And
our
hold on.
authority figure. You talk to them like you talk to your parents. If you talk to your parents respectfully,
respectful.
talk to the other person same way with the same respect. That's all discipline is. Teaching
Hold
respect.
hold
Go ahead,
on,
Jay.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay.
Whichever one of them old men
Okay.
that fell asleep. I heard I'm gonna whoop you because I love you. I also heard that this gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Like all of that is
Now that
real.
one I don't believe.
I mean, I think, but again, everybody that got whoopings when they were kids, please
Good
tell
morning,
me
Amber.
from the time that you got your first whipping, and you probably don't even remember, but there were other whoopings between your first whipping and your last whipping from your parent, right? So
Yeah.
Grady,
Absolutely.
you probably got whoopings and you still stole people lunches and got in trouble. You still like you talking about well, I'm
My mama,
feared. No, bro, you were hard headed. Like
my mom said, if
you
you lie,
can't.
you steal, you kill. I'm gonna beat all that out you.
That's what I'm saying though. But you go into the wrong
Oh
store.
my God.
You go in the wrong store because I remember one of the worst whoopings I ever got, man. Down in Bainbridge, Georgia, there was this corner store called Henderson's. Henderson was owned by this old white man. He was fine as long as you was buying something. I had got one of them little now laters, they would sell it for 5 cents. I put it in my pocket. This man had a gun drawn on me. Only reason that he didn't shoot me, my grandmother was in it, and he had known her for a ton of years. He told my grandmother, but he had the gun on me.
Wow,
Wow.
for
You
5
know what I'm
cents
saying?
candy. Wow.
So you stealing that hamburger, dude. I had a 5 cent now later. Y'all talk about George Floyd and a fake $20 bill. If I was in that store
And
by
it wasn't
myself,
even fake.
you know what I'm saying? Because I can't say that he pulled the gun on me just to stop me. Because I learned you pull a gun, you be ready to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that happened. Boy, I got a whooping so bad
Yeah.
when I got
And he
home.
probably would have got away with it and say justified too.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
I understand the dynamic of abuse. However, sometimes you have to get a message to your child that, like, look, under
Really?
these dynamics, because everybody want to look under the scope as what it is today. Back then there was a whole bunch of propaganda about marijuana being crazy. You remember the eggs frying on the stove. This is your brain on drugs. Like there was so much stuff that it was very conservative, and but at the same point in time, those that could harm you were very liberal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you had to teach your kids something, man. Like I get it, but we can't look at what we grew up under the same scope as what it is today, because that's why all these grandparents have amnesia, because they think that we're gonna press charges on. No, mama, I ain't gonna send you. I can't send nobody no way no now. You know what I'm saying? But you did beat me. You did it. We got a whole bunch of good mornings. Good morning, Amber Lyons. Yvette jumped from my personal page to the Grady Radio. Welcome, Miss Yvette. The
Good
water
morning,
is fine
Yvette.
over here. I think we're gonna do the Easter speech
Good
because we done
morning.
gone over now. I think we can go over another 15, 20 minutes. Y'all are y'all good listeners for another
We
15,
good.
20 minutes? What y'all think?
Yes. Hi, Dewan. How are
Hey, what's
you?
up, Dwan?
So let me do my Easter
Hello,
speech.
Devon.
We love it. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of comments. We love it when you look and stare, but we really appreciate it. If you're on your cell phone, you might have to back out the video for 2 seconds to hit that real like button, because the one that be
That's
flying up,
right.
they don't be reading those. But like, comment, and share, please. We enjoying this conversation this morning. We know the topic is a little bit different from what we ended up going to, but let's talk about whoopings, y'all. We got to talk about this thing. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Shamika. What's going on? That's our co-host on Sunday nights. If you want to catch us again, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Ready to tell the show. Let's see. Yvette said the UK, Great Britain is her home. Oh, that's where she's from. Okay, Miss Yvette. That's what's up.
Oh, wow.
right.
Shamika said kids
Awesome.
should not fear a parent but respect them.
Mhm.
Miss Altman said, I know one whooping I got I will never forget came from my grandmother. Lord rest her soul. Uh, uh, let's see. Yvette said, when our family spank us, they loved us no matter what they do. Miss Mathis said, you just can't let a child do crap. They have to have discipline, even if that means giving them a whooping every now and then. If cars need a tune up, so do the kid. I call it a reset button personally. It promotes respect and self discipline too. That's what I'm saying. Uh,
Hi, Father.
Felicia said, okay, all right. Dewan said, y'all are taking me way back.
Yeah,
Uh,
Dwan, daddy.
okay. We got votes in. Yvette said, give us 20 more minutes. Erica said, keep the conversation going. So that's what we doing. Amber said, we
Yes.
good, G Clark. Okay, so that's what we doing, man. Like, if there's anybody, we got an echo. We got echo. Somebody echoing.
Yeah. Turn your
If there's
volume down.
anybody in the chat, any of our listeners, if you want to share what you got your weapon on, your whooping on, man, like please bring it to the audience.
Yes, yes.
Please bring it in, and we will share. I got another whooping. Grady, what you got? What you got?
Oh, he had a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of weapons. I can recall mom sent us out there. We lived in Vine City, and we had a vine tree in the yard. And my mom would have us go pull our own weapon, pull our own switches. We had to get 3 little long switches, and we now peel them and braid them. Mom would
Braid
whip
'em.
them. Yeah, you braid them 3. It's like a whip. It's just you hear that, yes. And sometimes it can be long enough where mom can actually wrap her hand around it. And yeah, see, I ain't had no country whipping. That's a
And now I'm from New York, but
yeah. You go pull your switch off the tree.
wow.
Man,
Yeah.
my great grandmother was the switch whisperer because she would have us pick our switch, and I would go pick the most decrepit, worn out. Like I know, like I would break the end of it to see how easily it would break, and she would take them things and she would braid them things together. And I swear I would hear her somewhere screaming, by the powers of Jericho, Thundercats. She would be on it, boy. I never understood it.
The power what?
Power
The
of
power
Jericho.
of Grayskull, whatever they used to say on
By the power of
Thundercats.
Grayskull. I have the power.
Great skull.
Boy,
Great skull.
what I say,
That's
Jericho? See, I went to
Yeah.
church Sunday. You know how they were talking about Jericho. Miss Mathis said, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I swear it's not the kids that need a whooping, but the parents. They don't know
Yes.
nothing about discipline.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, because those same parents never had
Right.
their butt whipped. Oh, they're like,
Exactly.
there ain't nobody gonna whip me, ain't nobody gonna whip my child. See, these are people that we were talking about earlier in the show that changed the laws. It's those parents who got their butt whipped. They didn't want no more butt whipping no more, so we're gonna change the law so you can't whip them. Now these kids walking around with their pants hanging all off their behind. Ain't gonna lie. The only thing I can just think about, if my granddaddy or one of my older relatives was still alive, they'll probably be whipping these kids' butts. They run around advertising with their behind out. You know what I mean? Hold on. Right, if you're still whipping kids, round of applause. I think it should be a whooping rally, a whooping a pep rally or something. You know, all I want to just hear just it can't no round of applause. His ass on pause. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like,
They're giving drive-by whoopings.
Yes.
Okay.
Pull your pants.
and I
up.
mean, I'm willing to say, like, you know, because the whooping made you strong. I think that was really, in essence, that it probably covers a whole multitude of things. Because when you got spankings, you know, I mean, now you know. You know what physical whatever against you is. You were more willing. Like, I mean, like, I never had a bully that at some point in time we didn't come to blows with. I mean, I'd have had spankings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these kids be getting bullied, and then you have school shootings, you got mass shootings. You know, the one good thing about COVID is that we didn't have not one mass shooting that whole like that we almost made it a year without school shooting. And before that, remember it was happening almost twice a week.
Dang.
Because folks don't know how to deal with pressure. You should learn things at home before a lot of things at home before you get out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Grady.
I just want to say this. Whippings made us tough. It made us tough. Playing the Joneses at school made us tough. You know, you can't do that now. Playing the Joneses are considered being bullied. If you can't take a good mama joke or just any kind of joke, I don't know. The kids are not talking tough. They're like the last listener said, they're not built for tough. They're not Fort Tough like us, like we had back in the day.
True. I can tell you one thing. It makes me who the woman I am, and it, you know, like I know I can tell you one thing. When kids would try to tell them they want to fight me, I feared that my butt whooped than I did them. I told them, I said, look, my mama said I gotta be home at 3 so you can follow me. She don't mind me fighting. I just gotta ring the doorbell.
I mean, and that whole dynamic. I had a dad would send me back to you if you got the best of me. Oh yeah. We're gonna try this again. I mean, or you can deal with my belt. And I knew that if I got my behind whooped by somebody, it wasn't as worse as that belt.
Okay.
I'm going back to fight.
I know that's right.
But I
used to tell them, I said, just let me ring this doorbell. And they used to look at me all crazy, like, I'm like, you said you wanted to fight me, but you can follow me home. Come on.
Yeah, follow you home. G. Clark, Charles Pittman. Charles Pittman, my dad. You know, but let me get before then. Before then, you know, they say, hey, don't fight nobody. They raise you up not to fight. But the first time I ran home, because I didn't want to fight, because they told me not to fight. I ran home because the guy hit me across the face with a towel. I ran home, and I said, they're like, what you running the house for? He hit me in the face with a towel. Charles, my dad, said at the same time, get on back out there and don't come back in here until you hit him back. So I like, okay, cool. By the time I went back out there to the pool, everybody was out there just waiting, you know. Went back out there, and I'm like, oh man, I want to hit this big dude. So, you know what I mean? So I punched him and ran back in the house. I hit him. I'm like, get back out there and fight him. I was like, you want me to fight him? Now he's taller than I am and bigger than I am. You know, he probably maybe 200 some pounds. We both was in 7th grade. We was in the 7th grade, but he was bigger. He almost 300 pounds.
Kid.
So I went out there again. He had that damn towel. He was swinging that towel around. I said, "Oh man!" And I remember, I used to box, but I was scared to fight people. So he swung that towel and he missed. But when he swung so hard that he leaned in, and he leaned in on my fist to his nose, and blood just went everywhere. And so when I hit him, he went back. Then everybody rushed and like, oh, Grady got him. He got him. And blood, it was so much blood pouring. So when I went back in the house, then my brother, I'm like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Like, man, I could have got killed out there. That's all I was thinking.
And you probably earned it. That's all I'm saying. Like some of these, you know, I feel kids are innocent to a point. Kids again will push boundaries. That's what they're supposed to do. Their imagination pushes boundaries. Some of the best inventions that we would ever see, if they really allow kids to really use their imagination, because as adults, we kind of have to see it for realism, you know what I'm saying? But like if you allow kids to really push their imaginations, man, it could be I mean, it is what it is. Kids need boundaries. And yes, they're innocent, but no, kids are terrorists. Let me tell you this, because a lot of y'all y'all friends with y'all kids, man, y'all negotiating with terrorists. Y'all absolutely are. Because these are the same kids. The same kids. They get around their friends and they feel they want to tell you the truth. They don't care if they hurt your feelings. That ain't innocent. That's a terrorist. And we don't, I'm like George Bush, we do not negotiate with terrorists. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm not negotiating with you. I'm not. I'm provider. I'm protector. I am teacher. I am discipline. I am trying to prepare you for when you are without me. Because if life goes the way that it's supposed to, I'm supposed to die for you too. You do. And I
Mhm.
don't want to leave you in a place where you can't take care of yourself because I was your friend and did it all for you. You know what I'm saying? I love that song. I forget the lady that sung that. But she was like, if I could, I would like do this. I would do this, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? This world for you. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Rhonda.
We're in this season of millennials, and millennials just want everything now. That microwave stuff, they don't
Mhm.
believe in having patience, and it's a process. They just want it now. And like you were saying, we as parents just have to teach them that you can't get stuff now. It's not like Burger King, and they have to
Hold on.
process that, because when we're not here for them,
Okay.
if we don't help them process it now, when we are not here for them, they're gonna be messed up when they get out there in the real world.
Right. Great. I had to mute your mic. You got too much static. You over there talking. You got static and stuff, man. You still muted. We can't hear you. Did you fix it?
No, we got a caller on the line. We have a caller. I want to
Okay,
talk
go
about
ahead.
a whipping.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. And plug him in real quick. What you ain't gonna keep doing, calling me out, G Clark. All right, hey Charles. We got Charles.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
All right, go ahead and tell us about the whipping.
Oh, watch out there now, y'all. Hey,
Oh, watch out there.
I remember
Yes.
little brother Robert, man. My dad kept telling him to come out, get up the pool, and my brother kept diving in. He kept saying, one more, one more, one more. He kept saying, one more, one more. We were smart. We went up in the house. We walked in the house. My dad had the door with a belt. My brother came in the house, and my brother across his back. Man, he reached back. That's why he tried to hit that spot. Oh my God, me and my brother were laying out.
I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Man.
He kept diving in. He kept diving in. You remember that, bro? He kept diving in.
'Cause we just learned how to swim. We just learned how to swim.
Yeah.
And we just kept rock. Cause Charles taught us how to just jump in the middle of the pool, go
Dive.
down.
Look how he died. He just went crazy. He learned how to dive. Boy, he went crazy. And Dad hit the back of that. Hit him in the back. He couldn't grab that spot. Boy,
I feel like he did that.
we laughed all night.
all night laughing. Oh my goodness, man!
Gee, that one of the funniest whooping I ever seen.
Bruh.
Man, I was stupid, man. I ain't provoked my dad to get no whooping, man. That's why they ain't never see me get no whooping.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like your son.
But y'all,
Hey,
woo.
Yeah, see, Charles a little bit older, so he knew when to cut it off.
Yeah.
Said I seen it all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he seen it
Let's
all.
see.
Man, I wonder what happened to y'all. I couldn't find y'all. So let me go back and try to find and get back on, man.
All right, brother.
All right, bro. All right.
so how many siblings you have, Grady?
Man, we got a bunch of brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness, I wish that Darnell can call in. I can't count. I don't have enough fingers to count. We got a lot of brothers and sisters. Well, Darnell.
Wow.
So when after Dad divorced Mom, he got remarried again. She had 2 kids and stuff. So me and my sister, we went to stay with them. We and Dad was big on yes sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. So Darnell and Zetapool, they was like, what? Dad would say what? He'd call her name. He'd be like, what? And Dad made me and my sister, hey, teach them how to say this, ma'am. Like that, well, so we were just like bitter because Dad divorced Mom, we get a new family. So we just doing the dozens, clowning them and stuff like that. We got whoopings because they didn't do right. You know what I mean?
Like me with my brother.
But the only thing that I love Miss Vicky for, Miss Vicky, she told us, she would explain to us why we get before she whooped us, she gave us a dissertation on why she's whipping us. The other whipping we got from Mom, she just beat the hell out of us and didn't tell her nothing. You know what you did? She'll talk to us why she's whipping us. You really can't hear nothing. Like Robert, for example, we were playing Office in the House. We had chairs, we had typewriters, we had a big sheet over the chairs. We had on Office. So Robert them didn't want to play with me. So I got mad. We was making noise upstairs. So Mom was downstairs watching her story. She said, all right, up there, don't make me have to come up there. So Robert them get mad at me and kick me out the office, out the office. So I kicked the chair and the typewriter hit the floor. Boom. So I grabbed my papers, I grabbed my belongings, and as I was walking out the door, Mama was standing right there in the hallway. She said, "Drop it." I like, huh? She like, "Drop it." So as soon as I dropped the stuff I had in my hand, Mama just started whipping me. Pop, pop, they started whipping me. And she said, and I did not tell y'all to stop making that noise while I was watching TV. You know, why, Nugget? You hear me? Yes, now. You hear me? Yes, now. You don't hear me.
Hold on.
And you don't hear me.
Hold on, Grady, because you getting long with it. There. You done took 3 minutes.
Hold on now.
But she
I
didn't
know you ain't talking.
She didn't.
Hold on.
She didn't know. Hold on. She didn't know that the whole typewriter had fell down because you kicked the chair.
Yeah. She didn't know that. She talking about the noise. Keep the noise.
That would have been another one.
Yeah. You see how he tried to put that on Rob, but he was like he just kicked the whole typewriter, and I know that thing was expensive too. That was expensive. Oh. Let's see. Miss Altman said, I'm gonna have to bounce. You right, Grady, but in the Bible say generations get weaker and wiser, which is true. Now kids today want things microwavable. I feel you. The one said, "If I could" by Regina Bell. If y'all could listen to that song, man, because that is some real stuff there. Frida Mathis said, kids are very intelligent. They can be very great at all things if they're nurtured and pruned. Sometimes pruning, you think you hurting a plant when you prune a plant. You not. You making it stronger. But they still need discipline. Multiple forms of discipline and not just a whipping. Absolutely. Whipping should not be the answer to everything. Mr. Orton says, so you would simply say simply taking away their things like game consoles, phone, etc. just doesn't cut it enough to show that everything they have, they're not entitled to it. Their privileges have to be earned. I understand that. However, there is a dynamic there. Mr. Orton, let's go to the strip club, if you will. There are different types of people in the strip club that handle their money different ways. You have some men that will come in and say, I'm only spending $30 and 15 of it is going to be on food. Okay, you have other men that will go to the ATM and draw out every dollar they have, and over the night they will spend at different rates. And then you got some fools that will bring a bag of money and just throw it in the air and make it rain. Okay, each one you would have to talk differently on how you are doing your money and why that's affecting and this, that, and the third. So yes, whoopings is one thing. Taking away privileges, time out is one thing. However, everybody don't respond the same way to those methods, and that's I know we spent way too much time on whoopers today. However, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that should be last resort anyway. That means you don't already done took away their favorite things. So then, what other recourse you have but to lay the law down? You gotta do something.
All right, let me finish these comments and yeah, because we done gone over 20 minutes. We're gonna have to bring this thing on back in, but we'll have closing remarks. Please don't nobody go anywhere, and if you have not done so already, please give us that like. We're enjoying every comment. We thank you for all of the perspectives y'all giving us, and like I said, I'm not all the way for whippings either because I've stopped in my house. However, at certain point in times, it's like I done told you, I done took your game away like 5 times for the same thing. For the same thing. Anyway, Yvette says since I was small, about 19 years old. Wait, my mom spanked me and I ran and she still grabbed me. Oh man, that kind of y'all remember Sinbad was like, "Don't you run from me."
Yes.
Amber Line said, this is a point of reference. Millennials go up to the age of 25 to 40. The age group you're referring to is generations X, Y, and Z. And I agree, Rhonda. They are a microwave generation. They're smart and very creative from the technology age, but they can't handle much of anything. Somewhere in my spirit, I hear wet toilet tissue. They also have issues hearing and taking advice from older generations because they feel we are out of touch and they are breaking traditional barriers. What they need to understand is that God called the old because, and I think, okay, God called, yeah. Okay, so the rest of the comment wouldn't show up. I'm sorry, Amber. Erica Rogers said, Grady can be long-winded. Trust me, I know. He talk about me, and I'm like, hey, I just, I got to call it out when I get my chance, too. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? You understand? But we've come to the end of the show. We're going to have final thoughts. We'll start with Miss Rhonda. Miss Rhonda, what you got on this whooping conversation? What can we take from this?
Do not spare the rod. It will damage your kid in the long run. Always use the belt. Always use the belt. Explain to
Okay.
them why you whooping them. Then use the belt. If you don't have the belt, go get you a branch, a switch, or something off the tree. Okay. Okay. Do damage because this will create a good adult. This belt will create a good adult in the long run. Trust me. Trust me.
All right, all right, all right. Felicia, what you say? I mean, I'm sorry, be the light. What you say?
You know, like Felicia, yeah, it's all good. I agree. I second what LaRonda said. You spit or I spoil a child. So you have to teach them in the way that they should go. So they don't know. So they're just gonna just do whatever they want, and there are rules and things that they need to learn so that they could be a responsible young adult that won't get themselves in trouble or in danger. You know what I'm saying? And know how to respect. So I think obviously you do the little timeout, but you got to start young. You can't wait till they like 16, 17 set in their ways because, you know, that, I mean, I'm not saying you can never pull a child back in their way, but if you start young, you won't have to go to that extreme to where you're always constantly hitting them. You know, so, you know, just use your best judgment. You do it because you love them, because you want them to grow up and to be respected and to know what respect is.
Well, I mean, I think I had to put this up because I thought this was hilarious. Mr. Orton said, you screwed if your child likes getting whooped and gets off. I don't. That's horrible. That is horrible.
Yes, you are
That is
very
horrible.
messed up.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
That,
I think
that was
that
Geo.
yeah. And now schools are teaching SEL during counseling, emotional learning. Look it up, y'all. I'm gonna have to look that up, Miss Mathis. I'm gonna close on this, man. Like, in any situation, there are different approaches. I'm all with timeout. I'm with having talks. I'm with, you have to learn your kid though. And the one thing that this pandemic has shown me with a lot of people that's so willing to put their kids back in school, I don't agree with the vaccine at all. However, they were wanting them kids back in school before there was even a talk of a vaccine being available. People complaining about teaching their kids at home all the time. Like a lot of these people don't know their kids. So to take appropriate steps in having, different approaches to handling the situation might be an issue. It might be an issue. But just as you wouldn't put salt in Kool-Aid, you might not have to put whippings on every situation. And I think being appropriate and looking at it in that manner will probably help parents. But I do believe that ass whippings need to come back, and maybe it need to start with generation X, Y, and Z. Because they grown adults now, and some of them, I don't know. But anyway, we do not promote abuse on here. We having good times, good laugh. We hope that y'all enjoyed y'all time with us. I don't have any music queued up because I was supposed to host today, and then Grady came in with the music. Then he had to leave. Anyway, so we gonna do the music like this. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Each one reach one, each one teach one. We love y'all. Tonight, do not miss the Dewan After Dark show at 8:15. Also, if y'all want to see us again, y'all can catch us Sunday night, 8 p.m. You can catch the Wanda D. Hollis show 9 p.m. on Mondays. Tuesdays, we have Vera Thomas. Wednesdays, we give you a break. Wednesday and Friday and Saturday, we give you a break. But we'll be back here again next Thursday, 10 a.m. with a lot of laugh, a lot of laughter, and a lot of love. So I said a lot of laugh, a lot of laughter, a lot of whatever. Anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. We out of here. Peace.